Jessica's revealing costumes were toned down, which caused controversy in the Dragon Quest community.
But I feel that some of the outfits are even more revealing. Now, there are some cool videos on YouTube that show off the differences between the 3DS and the PS2 version.
Mm-hmm.
They're like showing that, oh, look, Jessica's top isn't nearly as revealing. But then you go look at the fishnet costume, and it's more revealing. So people were blaming Nintendo censorship on it. And I think it was just a couple of different creative decisions made by the other team. Maybe it could have been Hori himself. I don't know. But some of them were more revealing. Some got changed between the versions. And I don't think it was completely Nintendo's fault for censorship. Now, there's other scenes that did get changed that I know by Nintendo censorship, but I don't think it was Jessica's outfits.
All right. 3DS version for the US release is the original soundtrack, not the orchestra. But there has been mods created by the community to bring the orchestra into the game. And then voice actors redid their lines for the additional dialogue. The actress for Jessica retired, so the voice is Jamie Barbakoff.
Which apparently does one of the characters in The Witcher.
Which one?
I'll look this up.
You know?
I didn't fully look that up, but... Yeah.
Players are able to take photos in the game, which is cool because there's a first-person mode, so that kind of works out. Immediate alchemy pot creation, which is great. A new type of quest called photo quests have been added, where the player is tasked to take pictures of rare monsters and hidden items. New scenarios, such as further backstory for the hero and Dulmagus. An alternative ending was added. New dungeons, post-game story content added.
Which was the alternate?
The cutscene of Marcello was toned down by using light magic instead of getting stabbed with his knife on his own right arm to free himself of the scepter's thorns.
Yeah, please.
And then the cutscene of David being forced to eat the dog food by Domenico is changed.
Yeah. That has also been edited, so... My copy that I have on 3DS, I definitely figured out since I have a hacked 3DS. And there's mods that change the orchestra because I heard the original soundtrack, quote unquote, and I do not like the way it fucking sounds. It sounds, frankly, Nintendoized with chirpy sounds. And so I changed that. There's been the mod to change the Jessica outfits and those scenes to replace them. That definitely was Nintendo censorship. Why they're going to make such a big deal and leave like Puff scenes, because the slime scene is still intact. We'll get to that. It's kind of like a side area to where you end up going there and she says, "Do you wish Puff?" And then closes. The best scene in the whole goddamn series. You close your eyes and then squish, squish, squishy, squish. You think you know what's going on. It's actually the puffing. But it ends up opening it up and you are wearing a blindfold, which has slime eyes on it. And she's using two slimes against your face.
It's perfect.
Saying, "Are they soft? Are they soft?" Oh, God.
Do you like the way this feels?
So they'll leave that in. But then the scene of him eating dog food gets fucking changed to not even being in there at all.
It's probably because he's a kid, though.
Torture's torture.
Dog food's not that bad. I mean, I've never personally tasted it, but like being forced to eat dog food isn't that bad compared to like in the audition where like she makes the dude eat his own vomit. Like that's fucked up.
I think it's not about the dog food. It's about degrading him and treating him as a dog. And he's a human child, so I can see why they would have a problem.
Yeah, but Dragon Quest V, like they made him a slave for 10 years.
That is...
And then
different times.
He was turned to stone for 8 years.
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
Basically 18 years old, raising his 8-year-old children.
That's true.
18 legal. Going on 26.
It's legal.
Yeah.
It's 8 years in a statue. Oh, God. And the most important feature in the 3DS, speed up. Oh, yep. Yes. You could speed up everything.
And I did.
Yeah. That is a godsend.
That's how I maxed out everything.
Yeah.
Speeding it up.
It does make grinding a lot easier.
Definitely. Now, I will say that it doesn't look nearly as good. It is definitely toned down in graphics from the PS2 version. So, but as far as a convenience standpoint, if you're trying out the game for the first time and wanting to get into it, probably go with the 3DS because it'll be a lot more quicker and convenient. But if you are a purist and you want to experience, like, in my opinion, the best way to play the game, graphically wise and sound wise, and not having to do mods like I had to get the original orchestra soundtrack in there. If this, and you love the game as much as we probably all do, go out and buy a PS2 version as well after the fact. But if not, initial playthrough, go with 3DS.
I don't know which one I'd say is better.
See, there's some things that
PS2 has the better music and it has the better graphics, but like
better
the
voice
PS3,
there's something off about that.
You're the only one who thinks that. I didn't have any problems.
Community.
For a 3DS game, it looks really good.
It does.
Yeah, it's probably the best looking 3DS game, to be honest.
Tales of the Abyss impressed me too. I had no idea that they'd be able to get the PS2 Tales of the Abyss even onto a 3DS.
Yeah.
And it looked like it did improve it because there is fucking lag out of the wazoo on the PS2 version of that.
See, I'm pretty glad that that there was no lag in the PS3 version because I do remember some slowdown a couple times when I was playing Dragon Quest VIII on PS2.
Yeah, some of the models won't load.
They got completely rid of that in the 3DS version. I had no problems, no slowdown. So, I mean, that kind of thing is definitely worth just like a slight downgrade. You barely even notice it.
I do.
Yeah, I think the trade-off is worth it for the 3DS version.
Yeah.
Have you played PS2 games in red, green, blue component as opposed to composite? Have you always just done yellow, red, and white?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think so,
that'd be white. You'd be surprised how colorful it actually is when you switch it to the red, green, blue.
That makes sense.
You'll definitely see a difference when you play it that way as opposed to 3DS, but I will admit it's not that much of a downgrade for me to really be nitpicking.
Oh, hi there. I hope you enjoyed this clip from Puff Puff Hour, a Dragon Quest podcast. If you happen to like what you see, you should subscribe. We have full podcast episodes detailing the main series of Dragon Quest 1 through 11. Oh yeah, and if you like the content, you should check out our other shows from All Out Geekdom Entertainment. We have Nude Clan and Ultima Final Fantasy, the ultimate Final Fantasy podcast. Or, Dragon Quest.